In this video, we're going to take a look at the installation process for the SS3 fog light kit for the first generation Toyota Tundra and Sequoia. This video will cover the driver's side fog light, but the steps are the same for both sides. To access the factory fog light, remove the 3 bolts holding in the fender splash liner with a 10mm socket or a Phillips screwdriver. To easily access the factory fog light housing, we'll need to turn the wheel all the way to the outside of the vehicle, or if you need more space, remove it completely. Disconnect the 9006 socket to the OEM fog light bulb. The factory fog light assembly is attached to the bumper by a pivot point on either side of the housing and the adjuster on the bottom center of the housing. Using a small screwdriver or other pry tool, pop the pivot points out on either side of the housing from the holes in the bumper. Use a small pair of pliers to depress the locking tabs on the adjuster mechanism and push it through the hole in the bumper. With all 3 mounting locations disconnected from the bumper, pull the fog light assembly forward and out of the bumper cover. The adjuster mechanism from the factory fog light housing needs to be transferred to the SS3 brackets. Unscrew the adjuster rod and use pliers to push the adjuster clip out of the fog light housing. Now let's get the SS3 pods installed on the brackets. Do note that while they look similar, there are specific brackets for the left and right side of the vehicle. Place the nylon lock nuts inside the SS3 housing, making sure that the nylon lock ring is facing toward the inside of the pod. Use the included stainless steel hardware to mount the SS3 to the bracket, ensuring that the washer seats correctly into the cutout in the bracket. Using an Allen key or similar tool, tighten the bolts so that the pod is secured firmly in the bracket, but can still be pivoted with some force for aiming if needed later. Once the pod is secured in the bracket, attach the snap-on cover to the front. There are also left and right covers for the vehicle, so make sure that the arrow on the cover matches the arrow on the bracket. Insert the adjuster clip into the lower mount point of the SS3 bracket and thread in the adjuster rod. Once installed on the vehicle, this adjuster rod can either be turned from below or behind with a Phillips screwdriver to adjust the aim of the pod. Thread the adjuster rod back into the SS3 bracket the same distance that it was in the factory fog light housing. Install the included wire adapters into the SS3 pods by pressing until you hear the click of the locking tab engage. Feed the wiring harness through the bumper and push the SS3 bracket assembly back into the cutout. As you push the assembly backward, ensure all 3 mounting points line up with their respective holes and snap into place. Once the assembly is securely installed, connect the harness to the factory fog light wiring. Once everything's installed, double-check that the lights are working correctly, then aim them according to the factory specifications, and reinstall the splash liner in the fender. Now the installation is complete. Thank you for watching.